Good afternoon, my friends. It is Sunday, September 12th. I typically am here on a Saturday, but today I'm here on Sunday. Today is an 8th day, and an 8th day is characterized by infinity. 8 is associated with infinity. It is associated with power. It is associated with authority, determination, responsibility, resilience, stability, wisdom, big picture thinking, executive thinking. It is actually also associated with the 8th house in astrology, which has to do with transformation. And so the ultimate power of transformation is in the number 8 as it represents infinity. So 8 is a very important number, and a number that is going to be really, really awesome for the things that we're going to discuss today. Today I'm going to talk about two different things. One has to do with the Virgo moon and its refining aspect. We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to go into the mirror aspect, that as we are maturing and becoming more self-aware, we begin to realize more that everybody in our lives, especially those in our circle that are in our orbit, those are representative of the energies that are projected out from us, and they are reflecting back to us aspects of ourselves. So let's talk about the Virgo New Moon. Basically, there is a new reality being set right now, and it is in the refining stage. And so those of you who set intentions for the new moon back on September 6th, that's a very, very good thing, because right now the things that we have been building and we have been envisioning and have been in our intentions, those things that we are mulling over, whether it's unconscious or consciously creating, those are things that are going to come to fruition. And so this is the refining phase, where the reality is now being set. It's in the last phase of refinement distillation, where the energy of Virgo, which is a refining energy, a perfecting energy. Think about it like this. Virgo rules the lower intestines. So what happens is that the food goes through your digestive tract. And when it gets into the lower intestines, what's happening is that your body is determining the nutritional aspects, the nutritional benefits. And so it's going to pull and extract those things from the food that is going to be beneficial to your body, to your growth. And those things that it determines are not beneficial are excrement, literally, and they go out. So right now, the Virgo energy is helping you to determine what stays and what goes. And so this is a refining phase, the last phase before this new reality that you are creating, that you have created, will be set. And so the best thing you can do is go with the flow of what's happening in your life and realize that the things that you are encountering are allowing you to make decisions that are going to further determine how your life is going to play out for the next couple of years. Very, very important stuff. So the new intentions of the new moon will help confirm what you've been creating consciously and unconsciously for the past 6 months. And it's come down to this refining phase. So the other thing is that things in your life are coming together. For some it may be slow. So it's slowly but surely happening, that you're starting to see things come together in ways that reflect the vision that you have for your life. Okay? And it's also going according to the pace that you've already set. So there's really no longer a need for you to be doing a whole lot of rushing, having a whole lot of anxiety and frustration about, well, I think I missed this opportunity, or that didn't go the way I wanted. Things went the way they were supposed to go, according to the pattern, the new pattern that you have set. So it's time to get away from the anxiety, time to get away from the frustration of, oh, it's not going the way I want it, and realize that through faith and through the pattern that you've already set, things are going according to the plan for your life, okay? And so you should have noticed by now that you are attracting the things to you that resonate with you, that align with you, and belong in your life. And the things that do not belong in your life are starting to go away. I talked about the Virgo refining energy. There are certain things that are now excrement that you notice are just falling away. Whether it's people, events, situations, things, there are certain things that are going the way of all things, because when I say go the way of all things, going downstream, it's excrement. It's the stuff that you don't need anymore. So you should have noticed that the things that are sticking, the things that you are keeping, the things that are aligning in place are things that are moving according to your plan, according to your new pattern, and according to what your new life is going to look like. Okay? This is very important that you make a note of that and you realize that now in this time of your life, things are moving according to your pace. Remember, you don't have to feel like you're going to miss something. You're not going to miss an opportunity. Everything is moving according to your place. It is your life. You are the CEO. You are the president. You are the king. You are the king or the queen in your life. And so everything is moving according to your intentions and according to your vision. Remember that. So any of the shadow boxing you've been doing in terms of running around, you're like a chicken with his head cut off, stop it. Slow down, breathe, and realize that things are moving according to the pace that you've already set, to the new pattern that you've set. Next, we're going to talk about the mirror theme, and we've spoken about this on several occasions in some of my other Instagram lives, but I want to go over it again because as we are moving into a phase where we are much more aware of ourselves, much more aware of the reality that is being reflected back to us, and the fact that this reality that's reflecting back to us is merely and only and entirely a projection of our inner reality. So the things that are going on in your heart, in your spirit, in your reality, in your psyche, you are projecting those out, and that is what you're experiencing. So now is a time more than ever for you to reconcile inner conflicts, because the inner conflicts are a result of shadow patterns that you have not addressed, you have not accepted, you have not loved, you have not observed with awareness. You are still unconscious to those. So as you begin to accept and love the shadow aspects of yourself, and you begin to understand the importance of accepting all of you, what will happen is that those inner conflicts will dissipate as those shadow aspects, when you observe them, the bright light of day hits them. And what happens is that they are transmuted and alchemized and integrated into your personality and into your aura, so that they're no longer in conflict. And when that happens, then you're no longer going to attract to yourself people, situations, and things that you're butting heads with. People and situations and things that reflect your inner conflict. Okay? That's very important. So this is a time to realize that those people in your life that are the closest in your orbit, the people that are chosen to be in your life to teach you a lesson, they're only containers holding energy that are reflecting back to you yourself. They're reflecting aspects of yourself, some aspects of yourself that you are aware of, that you know about, that you like, that you enjoy to see and to experience. And also they're reflecting some aspects of yourself that you have rejected, that you don't like, that you're in conflict with, and that you have to address, unless you are okay with continuing to have the conflicts that are happening in your external world. So this is a time for you to really, really also reflect on the current trending of your internal world. What is going on inside you? Take some time alone to be aware of what's happening inside you, so that you can begin to make changes and to reconcile the inner conflict and to do the shadow work so that you are no longer projecting out this negativity and these conflicts in your external world. Okay? So these energies that you're resonating with, which shine light on or reflect aspects of you that are in your blind spot, that but for those people in your life, you would not be able to see these aspects of you. So, imagine that there's something on the back of your neck that the only way you can see that is if a friend of yours looks at your back and say, hey, by the way, you have this thing on your neck. Otherwise, you can put a mirror up and it reflects off another mirror and you can see your neck. That's what the people in our lives do for us once we become aware of it. Once we become aware that this is the purpose of those people in our lives, we begin to accept that feedback and we begin to realize, wow, this person's attitude, this person's demeanor, the way this person carries himself really is a reflection of me. And I'm attracting that to myself over and over in my life so that I can address it, so that I can make an inner adjustment. And once I make that inner adjustment, make peace with this aspect of myself, I'm no longer going to project it out into the world. I'll no longer have to encounter it and interact with it and be accosted by it in my external reality. Are you following? So these people bring opportunities for you to mature, for you to expand, and to test your progress, for you to go through that examination, sit for that examination before you elevate to new cycles. So right now, a lot of people are in line or in queue to move up to new cycles of learning. But before doing that, you will be tested. Your Saturn, wherever Saturn is in your chart, is going to test you. And for many people, you may have to be tested again and again before you come to the realization of what's really happening, okay? But so it's time to pay attention, all right? Very, very important. So that's all I have for you. So what did I cover? The first thing was a new reality is being set in place, okay? And it is the Virgo moon, and find out where that is in your chart. The Virgo moon is refining and discerning what needs to stay in your life and what needs to be let go of, like excrement. Number two, the second thing is you need to use your awareness, your newfound awareness that you have learned and amassed over the past couple of months, to be more conscious that people are mirrors to help you see yourself more clearly. I hope this is something you found valuable. That is all I have for you. You have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I will see you next week.